So did you guys know that Gypsy Rose is getting out of jail on December 28th of this year in 2023? Now, she went to jail for having a part in unaliving her mother, Claudine, also known as Dee Dee. She was arrested in 2015 and went to jail in 2018. It has since come out that her mother had Munchausen's syndrome, which is probably why Gypsy is now about to be a free woman. But what Gypsy went through, who she was in prison, and who she is now is quite the stark difference. Let's get into it. So Gypsy Rose is now 28 years old. She pled guilty to second-degree unaliving of her mother, who is said to have suffered from Munchausen syndrome by proxy. Now, her ex-boyfriend, Nick, is a different story, but we'll get into that later. Now, there's been all kinds of documentaries and shows and movie. This one was an HBO documentary. This is a mini-series on Hulu, which I find this to be the best one. And there's also a Lifetime movie. Now, we're kind of going to follow the timeline of the act, which picks up in 2009, 3 years before Dee Dee's unaliving. Now, around this time, Habitat and Humanity built Dee Dee and Gypsy a home. It was in Springfield, Missouri. They had originally lost their home to Hurricane Katrina. Now, Dee Dee made sure to keep Gypsy in a childlike state most of the time. She even gave her the wrong birthday so that she didn't know quite how old she was. She made her believe that she was sick. She kept her head shaved. She would visit multiple doctors to get what she wanted when it came to treatment. She had a tube put in Gypsy's stomach so that she had to eat mostly by feeding tube. She had all of her teeth pulled. She made her think that she was allergic and would die if she ate sugar. And the way that Dee Dee kept them afloat was that she would enter them in contests. She would keep them involved in community things, really touching on and making a spectacle of Gypsy Rose's ailments. This would have people writing notes, sending money, helping her win contests, so they had experiences of a lifetime. And Dee Dee kept this going for years. And anytime that Gypsy Rose would seemingly want to try to have any kind of defiance, Dee Dee would always find a way to manipulate her, making her feel bad and telling her how much she needed her and keeping her in that wheelchair and in the sick place that she needed, basically. Now, like I said, this went on for years, but there actually apparently came a doctor that really started looking into them. She didn't believe that Gypsy needed the feeding tube all the time, and she could catch on to some issues from Dee Dee and how she just seemed to want to keep her sick.